Tell me, how does Adroit Hardware Solutions support implementation partners and bridging the gap between hardware and software?
Yeah, it's a great question, Dennis. So the main thing that Adroit can do here in these circumstances is really provide the partner with a reliable and responsible resource that not only can work with them, but also work directly with the customer to make sure, we understand what the software requirements are, we understand what the project timeline and the key milestones, right, that need to get met, and then work with the customer so that we understand, what's the work environment, what's the requirements, and where is this going to fit from a budgetary standpoint, and then, build the right solution that's going to work for the customer, work for the partner, be compatible with that software, and deliver a good end user experience for the workers out there on the floor.
Yeah, we found that at times some implementation partners, if they don't have that internal hardware expertise, they tend to shy away from those types of opportunities and will push some of that responsibility back onto their clients. I mean, you, for example, I know have been in this space for quite a bit of time. Tell me a little bit about your experience and expertise with devices and supporting software solutions.
Yeah, sure. I've been in this space where we're working not only with the software, but with the mobile equipment and delivering those solutions for 17 plus years, and working with the operations team, working with the software teams, working with the project management teams in order to make sure all of these components come together and come together at the right time so that when the project timeline hits and we need that equipment, whether that's to support the pilot or maybe it's a phased rollout, to make sure we're in sync with all the parties. And that equipment is going to be not only the right solution, but it's going to be well received by the people on the floor, like I mentioned. Because certainly, if you're changing the process on the floor, getting that buy-in from not only, management, but then the end user teams. And so they see a device and a software that's really going to work together and make their job either easier to do or more efficient to do, or just more effective in delivering a solution for them.
In your experience and when you've worked with other companies, you've really helped step them through the process of selecting the best device to support their operations. Tell me a little bit about that process.
Well, there's a lot of different vendors out there. There's a lot of different types of equipment out there. Ultimately, if it comes down to a handheld device or a mobile device, there's a couple of different form factors, but then there's still a broad range of technologies that can be on board. And those also have kind of a broader price point to them as well. So we need to understand the environment. We need to understand the software and the workflows, and then kind of build the right technology solution for the components that are going to be with the equipment, and then pull that all together so that ultimately when it comes time to execute on the floor, the equipment's going to be there and perform as needed.